It is one dege plant. Hi everybody, it is Stacy personally speaking. A happy 2024 to you and your family. I am here outside in my garden. Yes, again. I never stopped. It's a new year, but I'm still the same me, continuously being transformed by God. Today, I am really focusing on my tomato plant, which I was so excited about until I went on YouTube and realized how much work it actually involves. Why don't you join me? Today is January 3rd, 2024 here in Jamaica, and I've been so careful to ensure that I say the correct date. What a wonderful time to be alive and to be outside here in the tropics. I know for my friends in Japan that it's really cold right now, but my warmest and best for 2024 to you all. So here is my lovely tomato plant. It is one dege plant. Absolutely gorgeous. It is a bushy type, I learned yesterday. So what this means, it's not necessarily going to be growing tall, but it's going to be growing wide and bushy. As you can see, all evidence points to its bushiness all around. You see that? I am now trying to prune and secure the plant. This is where the main part of the plant is. This is where the main plant is, and I had not set in place the support until after I planted it and realized that this tomato needs some support, right? So I don't know how good a job I'm actually doing, but I already have pruned off a few lower branches. This is another plant that white flies love. They absolutely love them. I don't know if you can see them darting about. So I'm trying to prune off the lower branches. Here you can see evidence of white flies. I'm going to be pruning off some of the lower branches. You can see some yellowing also happening here, but I am so grateful that these are already showing a bounty. Maybe not a bounty, but at least 4 tomatoes so far. There is one, and these look like the long varieties. Not that I know what variety I planted, because I planted it from probably some tomato seeds. Wow, it's about 6. Well, I have not completely gone through and examined how many tomatoes here. I guess after pruning, that would help me to better identify them, because there are some younger ones now coming up, and it continues to blossom. It continues to have, wow, there we go. Here's a little tiny baby one. Continues to blossom, but watching the video yesterday, it does encourage us to reduce the blossom, because it will help to make the plant last longer, be healthier, instead of having such an overflow and the weight that comes from having too many tomatoes on the plant. Can you imagine? So that's going to be it for this video, as I wanted to do it before I completely pruned and secured it, so you could see what it looked like before, and then I will do an after video. This tomato plant is taken up everywhere. I had to cut and harvest the callaloo that was right here, because it simply could not compete anymore, right? I had planted this tomato plant here, but clearly it doesn't even make sense to leave it in there, so I'm just pulling it right out. I am pulling it right out, because I also have another tomato plant somewhere over there. So now that I know what these tomato plants are like, I am just going to do my best to keep it healthy and pest free as much as possible. So stick around for the after shot of what this looks like. Guys, I just finished. I'm not even sure what time it is. It is 8:53, and I think I've been at it for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'd say more 45 minutes. It was a lot of work, but I got it done. Let's check it out. So this is what it looks like now. I cut and trimmed and removed some growing spots. I even removed some blossoms, which was advised in the video, and there's still a lot of bush. You can see my intricate tying up of cords with the different branches. I even added my umbrella stick. Yes, I made a call out for umbrella sticks, but it was not for this purpose, but it came in so handy, and I really gave it the support that it needed. I cut away areas that were yellowing, that had white flies and so on. This is what I have cut, quite a bit, and I'm sure the experts would say I could cut a lot more, but since it's my first time, I would like to err on the side of caution. Now you can see there's nothing touching the ground, which is good because that is where the diseases tend to be bred from. There are lots of tomatoes growing, lots of blossoms, and I can just imagine what a bountiful harvest this is going to be. Thank you for sticking with me on yet another adventure of Stacy personally gardening. So the work never ends. I was just about to pack up and go inside, and I thought to myself, while I am trying to pick things off the floor, certain plants, to help to prevent disease or to reduce the likelihood of pests, why don't I do my peppers? 1, 2, 3, and the biggest one, 4. They all have leaves on the ground, which is not good for them. So let me just do that quickly. So I finally removed the lower leaves. Just took me a few minutes, only to discover that there are new lower leaves growing. Like, what does that even mean? I have no idea about these plants, you see? So you see all these? Those were underneath, already growing after I removed the larger leaves. Every single one of the pepper plants already have new lower leaves growing. And here I was thinking I was clearing the lower half of the leaves. Well, that's all from Stacy Personally Gardening. Like, share, and subscribe. Put a comment below this. Check out the description.